Hi, Rishabh. Thanks a lot for joining in. How are you doing?
Hey Aryan, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm absolutely fine. How are you?
I'm fine as well. This was my first podcast actually, so I'm really excited for it. So hope you enjoy.
Sure, absolutely. I'm sure we'll have a great of a time.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's begin. We'll begin, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So firstly, let's begin with your startup SelectricGo. So how what does it exactly do first? Let's begin with that.
So basically, what SelectricGo is, it brings all the services related to an electric vehicle on a single platform. So, for example, the charging stations, battery swapping stations, mobile charging stations, and servicing stations. So, all those sort of needs that a electric vehicle owner needs, we try to bring them on a single platform. So, we had this idea in the May of 2021. We were three school friends who started on this idea. We worked on it, and we were pretty lethargic till September on October of 2021. Then we participated in the D2 Startup Weekend. We came second out of 100 plus participants, so that was a very huge boost. So, and also we found out really good mentors in the competition that really helped us pump us the idea that this could be a very big thing in the future. So we worked and worked. We released the MVP version of our app on Google Play Store in January of 2022. Then after we pushed out our MVP version, we were approached by two incubators. First of all was the D2 incubator, which approached us for their pre-incubation program. And the second one was AIC Sangam, which is one of India's finest clean tech incubator. It's located in Gurgaon. So we were also approached by them, and we were incubated in them. Uh, we were incubated at AIC Sangam, and we were pre-incubated at D2IF. And yeah, from then we again launched our second version of our app in August, and now we are looking to collaborate with more and more EV services. And yeah, that's the way forward till now.
Okay, great. So how did you think to start in the electric vehicle space? Why electric
Yeah.
vehicle? Why target that?
Yeah, so the thing was that all of the three people who started it, we all were EV enthusiasts. So what we did is me and my friend went to all the charging stations of Gurgaon and all the charging stations of South Delhi. And we tried to figure out that what are the common problems that not only the EV charging station owners face, but also what the EV owners face. So we went on to each charging station. We found out that the charging stations which were displayed by the Google Maps, 60 to 70% of them were either closed or weren't functional. So that was a huge gap that we found out. And also, like the common information regarding the charging station type, the number of ports, is your car compatible over there at the charging station or not? This sort of information was not out there. So we thought that this is a pretty good space that we can get into. We had the idea of app development. Fun fact, I learned app development because I had to build the MVP version of SelectricGo. So uh, yeah, so
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
thing.
I mean,
So
starting up teaches you things. You have to learn more things.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. So we did that, and yeah, that's how we got the idea. And also, uh, in the starting, the idea was a pretty different, and as you progress, you pivot to a different idea.
yeah.
And now we are a collaborative what do we say, aggregator platform or for all EV services.
Right. Okay. So you raised funding. You this one you collaborated with the IIF and those. So how was your experience with those?
Yeah, it was pretty great. In fact, with uh, I'll break down into both of these
Yeah.
incubators. The AIC Sangam incubator helps us in getting the necessary industrial contacts in the EV industry or in the clean tech industry. And also like they have given us office space, monetary support, and also beyond that, beyond all of this, the main thing that they offer is the mentorship. So like every week I go into their office, and we have a nice discussion with the whole team about what could be the idea, how we can progress on this, how to build a team, how to take your team members forward with you. And also these sort of discussions happen in AIC. What DTUIF offers is they also offer monetary support, office space, and they basically tie up with some accelerators. So accelerators are basically institutes which accelerate your growth in a startup. So pretty recently they collaborated with the startup board, and they ran an accelerator for 3 months, which was pretty helpful. So yeah, these are the services that they offer, and till now it's been a great experience with both of them. Also, D2IF also gives us interns who are paid. So we do not have to pay those interns. D2IF pay on
Okay.
behalf of the company. So
Yeah.
we get free
Okay.
interns
Right.
who are getting paid. So yeah.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah. So how do you see the electric vehicle space coming up in the future? Like, how will it be in the future? Like, yeah, yeah. I'll hear it from you.
Yeah, so the thing is that, in my opinion, the EV space will first grow out in the metropolitan cities. That is like pretty obvious.
Hmm.
Uh, but the thing is that to gel into the tier two or tier three cities, I don't think that the future holds so much potential. I mean, there is potential, but there is no such work done till now.
Yeah.
There is pretty much very improvement in the tier one cities, where we have many charging stations, close to around 2,600 listed charging points in Delhi alone. But
Yeah.
the thing is that as you go to tier two or tier three cities, the charging station list goes down drastically. So yeah, that is the thing that we all need to work upon. But obviously, like the EV space in India holds a huge potential, and obviously, the EV space in India till now is in a very nascent stage, where it has only touched the tier one cities. But yeah, if we want to progress towards a EV reliant economy, then we need to, also gel into the tier two and tier three cities.
Yeah, as you were saying, like I recently visited CP. So over there I saw a couple of charging ports.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So like you're in electrical engineering, right? So like there's this one thing I
Yeah.
like there's this fascinating thing. Like I want to know this. Like you're like electrical engineering is the most difficult engineering course. So like how do you manage time
Yeah.
between academic, startup, your personal life? How does it happen?
Yeah. So the thing is that I go to the AIC incubator at Monday. I've already, set up some arrangements for getting attendance in those classes without attending them. So I don't get the issue of attendance, although like the course curriculum I study by myself. So uh, I don't think that there is any issue. Even for the midsem, I started studying for like 1 week before, and I did decent. So
Yes or no?
I don't think that college studies need to be done like throughout the semester. You
Yeah,
can do it like 1 week before. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that is how
true.
I manage. And personal life, yeah, I mean, that is surely hampered because of the startup and the college. Yeah, I mean, yeah, uh, that's all I can
Okay.
say.
I mean, I one question like do you get like NOC or something so that you can miss out on a bit classes for your startup? Is it like that?
I mean, the teachers are already pretty chill, so
Okay, the teachers
I
understand that
don't
you
need.
are the teachers are understanding it, you mean?
No, the thing is that they are chill for all the students. So like they
Okay.
do not have the issue of attendance at all.
Right, right, right. Okay, cool.
But I've what I've seen is like some previous students who were in the startup, they got an NOC from the TTIF, and they got a relaxation in the attendance criteria. I'm not sure about this thing, but I've heard about this.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering that. Like, I've heard of the NOC concept, so I thought maybe it applied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, like, how does this affect your sleep schedule as well, or you have a proper like you have this much
No,
minimum
no,
you
I
have to
sleep 10 hours a day.
10 hours a day.
I sleep
Okay.
10 hours yeah, 10 to 11 hours a day. I sleep a lot.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that is not hampered.
Like, yeah, yeah, absolutely not. I
Yeah.
cannot, uh, hamper my sleep for anything. Like, that's for sure. Like,
Right.
there's this one Python class which happens at 8 o'clock, Monday and Wednesday. I've not attended it from like 1.5 months.
Oh my God. Okay.
So that is the thing that I cannot attend a 8 o'clock class. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And I guess you have to travel also to college. You have to wake up at 6 maybe to reach campus.
No, I have a PG.
Okay, you are in PG. Okay, then that's fine. Are you in PG right now?
No, no, I'm at my home.
Home. Home.
I'll go to my PG tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
No,
yeah.
day after tomorrow.
Oh wait, you don't have class tomorrow?
I have, but there is this Global Student Entrepreneur Awards happening at
Okay.
Oberoi tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'll be there with my team to pitch the idea.
Right, okay. All the best for that. Best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So who was your inspiration while you started? Like did you have some inspiration like you saw them and you were like even I want to do something like that?
I mean, if you talk about the startup journey, my inspiration, I mean, I got a motivation from those Blue Learn guys.
From?
You know, Blue Learn,
Okay,
they
yeah,
are a
yeah, yeah,
startup
yeah.
based out of
Harish
with
and
Goa. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I saw his vlogs, and I really liked the concept of, starting up in college and, raising funds while you are in college, and building out a community which is so active and, so, so productive. So I was really fascinated by that. So yeah, that could be a source of motivation for me. Yeah.
Right, okay, cool. So what all have you learned through starting up? Like it's been how much more than 1 year, 1.5 year, no? So what all have you
Yeah, yeah.
learned? What all have you learned through your journey of starting up?
Uh, One most important thing that I've learned is nobody can steal your idea. The thing is that uh, many people are very anxious about, oh, if I'll share my idea, somebody will steal it. Believe me, there are thousands of people who have the same idea as yours. The only thing that depends upon it is the execution and the
Yeah,
team that is behind it. So to say that my idea might get copied is a very childish thing. So yeah, that is the major point that I learned towards the whole startup journey of mine.
right, okay. And does the incubation centers they give some kind of learning as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, tomorrow also I'm going to AIC Sangam. So like we have this weekly activity sessions. Bi-weekly we have to give a report to them, and monthly we also have a meeting with the incubation manager to track the progress of the whole startup and the team around it. So yeah, I mean, there's pretty much a mentorship all around us from D2IF and AIC Sangam.
Right.
And I think that in a startup, the mentorship that you get is the most important thing out of all.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they give proper guidance to us. Yeah.
Yeah, and guidance too. And also, like we were, for me, I've never been in a startup before. I've never worked for anyone before. I've never built a team. I've never done the legal or hiring process. So in all of that, the incubators really come into hand, and they really nurture you from a very basic level to a level till you can build a team of your own.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So like, how are your parents supportive of the startup? Like, how do they help you? Like, do they
Yeah, I mean, the
role
thing
of your
is that
parents in this?
I
Yeah,
mean, the role of my parents have been like super supportive. Like they have been very supportive from the very beginning. Even the registry, even mentally and financially, they supported me in the whole startup process. So, um, not just for startup, my parents have been supportive for me for everything in my life. So that is one thing that I'm really grateful for, because many people don't get this. The support from their parents is a very important thing in a startup journey, because you will be thrashed around, your motivation will be thrashed around all year around. So one thing that keeps you going is the motivation and the push from your loved ones, and that is one thing that I'm really grateful for.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Um. What else? What other dimension can we cross into? Like, how's your college?
Sorry.
How's your college journey going? Like, how's your studies going?
I mean, my college cannot be defined by studies because I don't study at all.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like that's
The
with
thing is that,
everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is that my college life is going pretty great. I have many friends in college. So the thing is that um, your amount of fun in college depends upon the uh, type of friends you have. So like I have friends who can make plans in like 10 p.m. in the night. So my college life is like pretty great.
Yeah. So
If
like,
we remove the first year of those online studies, those were
yeah.
horrible. But
Okay, boring.
these two offline semesters, like this was very great, very nice.
Cool. Okay. So like, what are your future plans right now? Like at your startup as well as in your career. Like any future study plans.
Yeah, so the thing is that right now my full focus is towards my startup. But I have a backup plan, which is to study abroad for my master's. But the thing is that, first of all, my first priority is my startup, to make something great out of it and to cater to all the EV related needs for a EV owner. Uh, if somehow this doesn't work, I'll go to abroad for my master's. And the thing is that you should have a basic backup plan always
Yeah.
ready in case something doesn't works out. So yeah, that is my backup plan for this.
Okay. So those are your future plans. Like basically you want to work first on your startup and then if at all anything happens, you want to pursue your masters from abroad. Like any country, have you thought of it or
Yeah,
you're
yeah. I mean, I haven't thought of any country, but I have shortlisted some. I have some universities in mind.
right? Okay.
So, and the thing is that uh, the reason for having a master's as my backup plan is that if I somehow fail in my startup, I want to first learn the basics in management. I haven't studied that in my engineering course, so I'll invest more on myself in the whole management course, and um, then I'll work for someone for like 1 or 2 years, and then I'll again dive in deep into this startup journey. So
Right.
that is the thing that if somehow I fail, I'll first gather the experience and the knowledge that is required for starting up a startup, and then I'll dive into this area.
Yeah. Uh, so like the other thing that I'd like to ask is, um, uh, like how do you remain productive? Like how do you manage time in your schedule? Like you have a couple of things that are fixed and some random variables might come in. So like how do you manage time? How do you be productive?
The thing is that I'm not super productive. Uh, I have made certain times for everything, but on Monday I have to go to the AIC Sangam incubator. Okay, and we have weekly meetings on set times with the whole team. So that is the thing that keeps startup on track. But the thing is that I as a person, I'm not productive. I'm I'm a very big procrastinator. Even I have a assignment which has to be submitted till 12, but I haven't finished it. I
Yeah,
haven't even started it. So the thing is that I'm not productive as a person, but the startup is a very different thing, because the startup is not just about you, it's also about the other 9 to 10 people who are working. So it is very important that you keep track of all the things that have been going in your startup, and you cannot procrastinate about that as a leader.
yeah. So, like, also, how did you find your co-founder?
Uh, the co-founder thing is that we all three of us were
Okay, right. They were your
school friends.
friends. It was your peer group.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, school
Okay.
friends. So it wasn't a problem, and even for the team members who got it wasn't a problem when we won the startup weekend. Many people started approaching us, so
Right.
we built out a team from that. So team building fortunately hasn't been an issue for us at all. Like
Okay.
we get many people in our team, many talented people in our team, every week or every month. So like that is one thing that I'm really grateful for. I
Right.
mean,
So,
I hear many people that they, uh, struggle to find people who are evenly motivated enough to, work
yeah.
upon that idea for a very long time, that too without pay. And, uh, but, I've been very fortunate in that arena, that I have pretty great people to work with, Tanya, Muktanshu. Like these two have been really the strength of SelectricGo from the very start.
Right.
Yeah.
So, have you experienced hiring interns or anything like that? Have you experienced that? The interview processing of hiring interns.
Yeah, I mean, the interview process is like pretty straightforward. Like, if it is a tech interview, Muktanshu will handle it. Muktanshu handles all the tech related work at SelectricGo. If it is a digital marketing or a social media platform related role, Tanya will lead into that. And if it is a product management or legal or finance or any other sort of that boring thing, I'll handle that.
Okay, so
And
you were in
we
charge
all
of
are,
those.
yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is that all three of us voice our opinions on who to take and whom to not, but in the end all that matters upon the team lead who is leading that particular team.
Yeah, that person feels that person is like has the potential or not that is necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like interviewing is like pretty easy, to fire someone is like pretty difficult.
Yeah. Like, did you have to do that? I mean, I think
Yeah, I
have
mean 4 or 5 times.
okay. Have you heard of this concept like what was it? Hire slow and fire faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hire slower and fire faster.
Fire
Yeah.
faster, yeah. What's your viewpoint on
Yeah.
that?
I mean, yeah, obviously, like you should hire very slow. Like at one point, our team was like 15 members. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, but then we, scaled down those 15 into six.
Oh,
So
okay.
because like we hired pretty fast, and like, okay, तू मेरा दोस्त है तू भी आजा, तू दोस्त है तू भी आजा,
Yeah.
ऐसे ऐसे मतलब. Yeah, so that was the thing, and that was one thing that now we totally avoid. We have like one round of discussion on the phone, one round of discussion on the chat where we see all the previous works, and then we have an interview, and then also we decide on the cumulative basis that if that person fits into our team. For example, there was this one person who came into as a social media team, but he was like pretty great, but he wasn't fitting into our team. We already had great social media content creators in our team. So that is also a very important thing to look out for, that if a person fits into your startup culture and your positions vacant.
Right. So like what all qualities do you see in the person that he so that he such that he fits into the this ecosystem?
I mean, if a person is an EV lover, he always gets like brownie points. Uh,
Right.
like there have been instances where people were like, I even own an EV and I'm very passionate about this. And the thing is that uh, two times this has happened, and both of the those guys have been like one of the best people I've ever worked with. So if they are an EV lover, they already are at a very higher chance to get in. Also, like the thing is that people who are very motivated to work enough, and you get the vibe when you talk with them on phone, that if a person is coming, what is his or her intention behind it? Is it just money, or is it really to
Experience.
grow the idea of SelectricGo? So that
Yeah.
is one thing that I really look forward to. Also, now that we have some funds to give, so now we really look out people who have good, excellent projects in development, and who have a portfolio ready, so like we don't have to invest that much time in training them. So that is one thing that we look out for.
Right. So like one thing that I understood is like the core like the aspect of the company should match with, like, suppose if the person like is like in your case, suppose it's EV, so like the core thing of your startup is EV, so like if the person also likes EV at its core, then it's a good match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like they know in and out about an EV. So
Yeah.
like their ideas like impact us a lot.
Yeah, they give
So
insights
that
like
is the
they
thing
can, this is
actually.
a better way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And a very good thing happened that um Animesh, who handles our social media, he's from DTU. He's
Okay.
superb in handling the social media. He What he did was that after coming into SelectricGo, he bought another EV. So and he told me that it was because of one post that we made on social media, in which we compared that how much money you can save in buying an EV. So he
Okay.
showed that his to his parents, and then they were motivated to buy an EV, and then they bought an EV. So
That's
like
cool.
when I heard that, I was like,
Oh yeah, like
what
it's
the
actually
hell?
making impact.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the
Yeah,
mindset of like the people now they are, it's changing. Like EV is,
yeah.
yeah, getting the boost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, do you watch movies, shows?
Absolutely. I've been binge watching How I Met Your Mother.
Okay,
Like
cool.
I have finished like 8 seasons in
Nice.
like 8 days. So
8 days. Oh my god. Wait, How I Met Your Mother
yeah,
or Friends? Which one?
How I Met Your Mother.
Absolutely, me too. Even I've seen like I
Okay.
don't yeah, I don't like regularly watch How I Met Your Mother, but yeah, like sometimes just for fun. Like it's just a cool thing. Like it feels nice. Like
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just to chill out. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about movies? Like what are your favorite movies?
Favorite movie has to be like Three Idiots.
Three
Like
Idiots.
there's nothing bad about that movie. It
Yeah.
has to be Three Idiots, and yeah, Three Idiots.
Right. Cool. Like
What about
suppose
yours?
my favorite movie, like I don't have as such favorites. I enjoy, but I don't have any favorites. It's like that. I don't know. I can't like have favorites. Like in many
Okay.
things, I can't have favorites. Like I like it, but favorite, I don't know how it reaches that aspect. That happens with me. So like if you have to suggest some good movies to learn entrepreneurship, about startups, what would those be?
It would be a web series, Pictures. It is an Indian web
Yeah,
series. Like it's
yeah,
pretty famous. Also, I recently saw this Netflix movie on the McDonald's founder. It
yeah,
was a very, you know that,
yeah. I've seen it.
what
I've
was the
seen
name
it.
of the movie?
The founder.
Uh, yeah, the
The
founder.
founder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a very great movie. I really enjoyed watching that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
give us like how they began it. Like it's such a big
yeah,
enterprise right now, and we get to see like how it began.
yeah. And
Yeah,
also it gives, a very deep insight to what goes into the founder's mind.
yeah. Like
So,
what all they have
yeah,
to
I
do
mean,
to.
that movie is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, at one point he had friendships and connections, and on
yeah,
the other hand, he wanted to make the business big. So, like, it was a pretty thrilling experience to watch that.
yeah. I recently watched this show, Super Punk. It's on Uber's story. Like I really recommend you. Like it's
Okay,
like yeah, like the full culture of Uber, how it was built from the very beginning. Its competition with Lyft.
okay.
Yeah, it was really nice. I
Yeah.
recently finished it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll watch that.
cool. So like, shall we wrap up? I guess it's half
Sure,
an
I
hour.
mean, if you don't have,
Yeah, I mean I'm done. Yeah, like I have my
yeah.
questions, curiosity. So yeah, I had fun. Did you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had a ball of a time recording this and, getting to know you better and
Yeah,
to share my experience with the startup. And yeah,
absolutely.
I had fun.
Like it was a very different like experience for me as well. Like first time podcast interviewing persons. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Rishabh, for joining in. Had really fun. Hope to meet you
Yeah,
soon. We'll
thanks a
see
lot,
you. We'll
Aryan, for
catch up
having
later
me.
in college.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. Just drop in a message to me and I'll surely catch up with you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. See ya then. Bye bye. Thanks a lot for joining in.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye, Aryan.
Bye bye.
Bye.